It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Ooh, and almost an opening drop pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover. Up on the ground, does though bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. His work begins at the 31. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Achane again. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Wilson on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. second down carry for Achan. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Six yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. Fourth down coming up. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his fullback. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen off the play action. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still dropped. Not enough to avoid third down. Throw here, third down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes second and 2. Allen setting up to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Here's Allen. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second. It's a James Cook touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Malik Washington. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Wilson now off the play action. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Here's A-Chan up the middle. And he's flying forward, halted after a couple of yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Takes it in at the 21. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd down, here's Allen again. Drops it off to Cook. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. Just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing again on second down, Wilson. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. Space pass for 35. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, it's Wilson. That's for Waddle again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Wilson to throw again. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they could...
And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a James Cook touchdown, his 3rd total score in this game. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Shoots away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Wilson with it on first. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Jake Bailey on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Allen on the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeff Jones has got it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of him. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Wilson now, first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Finds his back, Achane. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
You're going to try to throw for it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Running back sent in motion. On first down, Allen escapes out to the left. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And a good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Allen on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Second half begins with a run by HN. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Wilson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Wilson to the air. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
19. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lion. Dragon 60.
Once more, it's Wilson. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Waller with the catch. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. HN takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devon HN with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. It's a foot race. 40. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That keeps the score Bills 24, Dolphins 6. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Fits it through the middle. Reaches the 40. Big man's showing up the yards. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown. Kincaid with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
Dolphins 6. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Chased out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Set up. Warrior 70. Viking 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before it ends up out of bounds. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Brown 80. What's up?
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
180. What's up?
Again, it's Cook. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Man in motion here.
Half 10. Half. Check. Look up.
3rd and long, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Rolling into enemy territory. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the Bills' 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Wilson now from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Trap 60.
Wilson to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19, 18 Pioneer.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Has it at the 7. And it's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Wilson to throw again. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Brock pass incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
70 Timber, Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Wilson looking to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Here we go, here we go, go.
On 4th down, Wilson. Forced out to his right. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And finds Adams downfield. Keeps it moving. 30 into the red zone. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bills football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Alert! Check.
Allen setting up play action. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
This is Cook. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills keep running away with this. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills continue piling onto this lead.
Dolphins 6. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
18, let's go. Take go.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
7, Pirates, 7. Come on.
Wilson escapes the pocket. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Hut.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to try another deep one here. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Another one for Cook. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, hold.
Now a give to Cook, running left. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He was taken down at the 22.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Bass's kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
To throw, here's Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
First down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
19. Here we go. Set.
Wilson with it on first. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see third down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down throw from Wilson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now it's Cook. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Look out.
Trying it left side with Cook. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. So the Bills